My name is Noella Clowder, and I am the Director of KidsInclusive. It is my honor and privilege to be here today celebrating 50 years. Yeah, I'm so proud of KidsInclusive. KidsInclusive has grown so much over the years, but still maintained such a dedication to family-centered service. The staff at KidsInclusive are just amazing. They foster a culture of positivity, of service, and really of passion and dedication to the children and families we serve.
The Children's Treatment Centre in Kingston, Ontario, first began as the Regional Centre for Handicapped Children and officially opened on November 23, 1973, in Kingston General Hospital. Dr. Jean Alexander, a pediatrician with a focus on child development, was appointed as director. She established a program that provided integrated, multidisciplinary services to children in a variety of settings, including the treatment center, the child's home, and school. This integrated service model was unique in Ontario at this time.
It started really with Jim Flett supporting the idea and going to the government for funding for the original building.
I think because of the type that we were small and we had all these connections, we wove our way through social change quite well. It was just like a family, really, wasn't it?
I think we did very different things to most people in hospitals.
I think so.
For me, it was a very rewarding place to work.
In 1982, the centre was renamed the Child Development Centre, and in 1984, it moved to new facilities at Hotel Dieu Hospital. In the 1980s, the demand for services increased as the effectiveness of early diagnosis and intervention was recognized. Community consultation and service requests rose with the integration of children in childcare programs and schools. In September 2016, it was time to say a fond farewell to our name and logo and rebrand with a new name and modern look for the centre that was more in step with who we were and where we were heading. The centre welcomed the new name of KidsInclusive Centre for Child and Youth Development. We also established 3 key words for the children we serve: that they will achieve to their full potential, belong in their communities, and inspire others. In 2023, KidsInclusive was thrilled to open our first official satellite office in Brockville. This will allow us to better meet the needs of our children and families in that region and to allow them to access services closer to home. KidsInclusive is committed to providing service in a way that engages our clients and their families every step of the way. Collectively, with families and our community partners, we build on strengths to ensure the best possible outcomes for all of our clients. We have gone from serving over 1,500 children in 2013 to almost 4,000 in 2023.
I came here in September of 1996, and about 5 years later, became medical director after Dr. Ruth Weens retired. It's been an absolute privilege and honor to be working here with wonderful people and wonderful children and teens. The philosophy of KidsInclusive is one of family-centered care, and the purpose of this is to recognize families as central to the care of their children.
I've been coming to see Garza since I was 14 months old. All those memories are still with me, and I still enjoy being a part of the CDC team. It's just fun to be here. We always did the magic trick at the end because that was my favorite part. CDC was a huge part in my as a family because without all the support and physio, my legs and muscles would just get tighter and tighter and tighter.
One of the biggest impacts CDC or KidsInclusive can have on a child's life is that I think often people tend to dwell too much on what a child can't do. But I think at the center, what we really tried to do, and which I know everyone is still trying to do, is that looking at what a child can do and then building on those skills so that they can do more. I always felt very privileged to be a part of families and to be part of CDC.
We started with Kids Inclusive when Zany was, he was just past a year, so I think he was like 13 months. And we went in because we thought he just needed a little bit of help with some physio. And it turned that we needed a little bit more than a little bit of help with physio. When you get before you even get a diagnosis and no idea what's happening, to have someone there to say, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, no matter what his path is, like, we're here. That's been huge. And the program has been like just a light. More so than anything else. Like, Zane will get to the things that he gets to, but it's the help for the parents to know that you're not alone in something that feels so lonely. That's been huge.
Our staff has always been the heart of our center. We value our staff culture and the support we provide to one another, and pride ourselves on being a family even throughout our tremendous growth. We started with a staff of under 10 in the 70s, grew to a staff of 30 in the 90s, and are now approaching 120 staff members in 2023.
I always felt everybody who I worked with, we were like a big family. All of us in there, we were always there for each other. I was there for 22 and a half years and absolutely loved every minute of it.
Oh, it was just such a warm, supportive, kind of family environment.
I had the pleasure of doing 2 out of 6 of my placements during grad school here at Kids Inclusive. And I remember waking up every morning excited to come into the center to work with everybody here and to work with our clients. And so I jumped at the opportunity to be able to apply for a position when I was graduating this summer. I really enjoyed the culture here. It's very supportive and welcoming. I've worked in a lot of good workplaces before, but there's something about Kids Inclusive that's it's more tight-knit community and it feels more like a family. Everybody's goal here to provide family-centered care for our clients. I think that's kind of ingrained in everybody and it's reflected back into our work culture to the point where it feels like we're working with a family. I think Kids Inclusive, I'm very lucky to have started my career here and I'm looking forward to spending many more years.
Looking ahead to the future, I see a purposeful built facility. I see Kids Inclusive growing and evolving as our communities do. But what I do see continuing is the staff dedication and passion to family-centered care. And Kids Inclusive really bringing strength-based and family-centered care to the forefront of our communities.